You're standing at the edge of a skyscraper, looking down. Lights, movement, order, chaos. You think you're looking at a city. You're not. You're looking at a mirror. You're looking at the architecture of your own mind. Because cities aren't accidental, and neither are you. Some cities are built for power, some for efficiency, some for survival, and many for someone else's convenience. So if your inner world feels cluttered, overwhelming, like everything is running but nothing is arriving, that's not a personal failure. That's a design problem. Here's the truth. You were never meant to live like a machine. You were meant to live like a place with meaning. Let me show you what I mean. Look at Washington, D.C. It wasn't designed just to move people around. It was designed to remind people where power lives. There's a rule there. No building can be taller than the Capitol Dome. Not because they couldn't build higher, but because they didn't want commerce to overshadow principle. That's psychology. Now ask yourself, what is the tallest structure in your mind right now? Is it your purpose, your values, your faith, your long-term vision? Or is it deadlines, opinions, comparisons, noise? Because when the commerce of other people's expectations rises higher than your core, you stop living in a capital. You start living in a marketplace, and marketplaces are loud, exhausting places to live. Now shift to Tokyo, one of the most complex cities on Earth, yet it runs with almost surgical precision. Trains arrive on time to the second. People move quietly, intentionally. Even chaos is organized. This didn't happen because people are superhuman. It happened because the system is trustworthy. That's the lesson. High-functioning people aren't driven by motivation. They're carried by systems. If your internal trains are always late, habits inconsistent, routines fragile, you'll always feel behind, no matter how talented you are. Tokyo proves this. Millions of moving parts can coexist peacefully when the infrastructure is clean. So look inside. Is your mind a symphony or a traffic jam? But discipline alone isn't enough. Look at Singapore, a city obsessed with planning, yet deeply alive. They have a rule. If you remove greenery to build something, you must replace it, often on the building itself. Concrete and nature grow together because they understand something critical. Efficiency without renewal leads to burnout. Growth without softness leads to collapse. Apply this to yourself. For every structure you build, study, work, discipline, ambition, you must plant something that restores you. Reflection, rest, spiritual grounding, joy. You cannot turn your soul into concrete and expect it to breathe. Sometimes the problem isn't what you lack. It's what you allowed to run through you. Madrid once had a massive highway cutting through the city, loud, polluted, suffocating, so they buried it underground. And above it, they built a park, a place for people to live again. That's not just urban design, that's emotional intelligence. You have highways too. Old anxieties, unprocessed pain, habits that keep speeding through your peace. Not everything needs to be fought head on. Some things need to be buried, then replaced with life. Your life is not for the traffic of your problems. It's for the person you're becoming. Seoul is called a smart city, but not because it has more screens. Because it uses intelligence to return the most precious resource, time. They removed an elevated highway to bring back a buried stream, cooling the city, reconnecting people to nature. That's wisdom. Ask yourself, are your tools, your phone, your systems, your intelligence giving you more time to live? Or just helping you build faster highways over your own peace? Real intelligence isn't adding more. It's knowing what to remove. And finally, Copenhagen. A city designed around one quiet question. Will this improve people's lives? Clean water, trust, simplicity, spaces that feel human. You can swim in the harbor, in the middle of the city. That's the end goal. Not productivity for its own sake. Not discipline as punishment, but livability, a mind that feels like home, where your habits serve you, where your boundaries protect you, where you trust yourself enough to rest. So, which city are you living in right now? A monument to pressure? A maze of noise? Or a place slowly becoming home? The blueprint is already in your hands. You are the architect, the planner, the builder. This isn't just design. This is your life.